Hey, what's up guys, Benny here, and with the Star Wars Battlefront release right around the corner and already available on EA Access, we're going to be taking a look at the history of Star Wars Battlefront games. Let's go! Star Wars Battlefront is both a first and third person shooter and hit our Xboxes way back in 2004 and was developed by Pandemic Studios for LucasArts. It was also the first Star Wars game to bring us this large scale diverse battlefield, allowing you to battle it out as a troop on the ground, in a vehicle or in the air in iconic Star Wars aircraft like the X-Wing and TIE Fighter. This was also the first game that I ever played on Xbox Live, and as a kid I remember watching my dad playing it, and is one of the many reasons that I fell in love with the Battlefront franchise. From the newer films, you could play as the Galactic Republic or the Confederacy of Independent Systems. From the original film series, you could play as the Rebel Alliance or the Galactic Empire. One of the huge successes behind Star Wars Battlefront was that you tended to feel really connected with the game, as most people had grown up watching the films, and it allowed you to participate in the battles that fans were already aware of but only saw a small section during the film. While playing, you had the choice between 5 different classes, 4 were the same for every faction: your infantry, heavy weapons, pilot and sniper, but the final class slot was different depending on who you were playing as. Me being me, I always went for the heavy weapons class as I just enjoyed having big guns. I can't believe I just did that. But Star Wars Battlefront gameplay mainly revolved around a game mode called Conquest, where each faction had a certain amount of reinforcements which, when depleted, caused them to lose the game. You could also win if you captured and held all the command posts for 20 seconds. There were a total of more than 25 vehicles in the game, including favourites like the AT-AT and the AT-ST. Star Wars Battlefront was also one of the first games to feature on Xbox Live and could be played by up to 32 players on console. It was also a game that could be played in split screen mode, so you could play with a friend on a single console. Sadly, within the original Battlefront, you weren't able to play as any of the heroes. They would only occasionally turn up during the game. However, a year later in 2005, Star Wars Battlefront 2 came out, where you could be Darth freaking Maul. Star Wars Battlefront 2 brought new vehicles, characters and maps to the franchise, along with a more narrative storyline compared to the non-existent one within the original game. The campaign followed a veteran Imperial Stormtrooper talking about his career serving both the Galactic Republic and the Galactic Empire. Now, one of my favourite additions to Star Wars Battlefront 2 was the introduction of full-blown space combat, allowing each team to start in their own giant ship with its own hangar, filled with either X-Wings or TIE Fighters, along with newer vehicles such as Y-Wings and TIE Bombers, where you had to try and destroy the other team's ship, which was absolutely epic, and really was the first game mode of its kind. One of the best features within Star Wars Battlefront 2, and something that is coming back to the new Star Wars Battlefront, is the ability to play as a Jedi. Whether it was Anakin Skywalker or Darth Maul, there was no greater feeling when you took control of a hero for the first time and just wreaked absolute havoc. My brother actually got to #1 in the Capture the Flag leaderboard, as I just saw him constantly running back and forth with the flag as Darth Maul. Now, some of you hardcore Star Wars Battlefront fans may have been aware of Star Wars Battlefront 3, and that it sadly got cancelled. But I have to say, it looked absolutely epic just by the sheer scale of the game. As we did get to see early alpha footage, I was really disappointed that never saw the light of day, and is one of the reasons I am so excited about Star Wars Battlefront. Now, just around the corner is the full release of Star Wars Battlefront, the biggest Battlefront yet, bringing 20v20 game modes and the ability to do full-blown class customization, ranging from different guns, pieces of equipment, and even specialization cards. Not only that, the new Star Wars Battlefront brings more game modes than any previous game, giving us more options on what we want to play. Personally, I cannot wait to get my hands on it. Let me know what you think in the comments below, and what has been your favorite Star Wars Battlefront experience. Subscribe for more content, and I'll see you guys next time.